Now I want to show you another technology. It's called SalSphere Even Skin. This technology, the same purpose and more, it's based on another platform which is called SalSphere. SalSphere is based on a core, and the core is lipid. We use lipids because lipids can attach to the skin very nicely. And then they can dissolve in the skin and slowly release the active ingredients that have been encapsulated within the lipid phase, the core. There is a core and there is a shell. The particles are about 0.1 to 0.3 micron in diameter, so you cannot definitely see them with naked eye. And the salicylic acid plus exfoliating enzymes are encapsulated in the core. And then we have the bioadhesive polymer that function as the shell. The barrier properties are two. One of them is the shell, and then the ability of the material, the functional ingredients, to penetrate through the core to the skin. So SalSphere Even Skin is directed to handle the following issues: blemishes and acne. So its ability, the major feature, is to stick to the blemish. And I will go into more details on a special webinar that will focus on anti-acne. But right now, I just mentioned that its stick adheres to the blemish better than to the other parts of the skin, because the blemish has a higher concentration of sebum, oil, and the particle is made of oil, so oil is very easily soluble in oil. It's also used to repair texture issues, unevenness, scarce, oily skin, whitehead, and of course blackheads, and pore reduction. This is the major purpose of using SalSphere Even Skin. I will at the end clarify and clearly explain what are the differences and where to use which one. Now, it's best used for brightening, which is the same as hydrosol X4, smoothing, the same, balancing, the same, but this one is more targeted toward oily skin, number one, and number two is acne-prone skin. So oily skin and acne-prone go one to one. So this is a better technology, more effective to consumer with oily skin. So how do we know, how does it work? What do we know about the mechanism and performance? The most important issue for us when we talk about irritation is to release the salicylic acid, but release it gradually. How do we know release it gradually or not? So one criteria that we use, and I show you here two criteria. One of them is the pH of the skin. Do we reach a low pH that causes irritation? Do we monitor or do we modulate the pH level of the skin after application? So how do we measure the pH? We have a pH meter that is specifically to measure the skin pH. So here is some data for you. This is the skin pH, and this is after application from a rinse-off product. This is the skin pH, and this is time after the application. So let's start by first of all showing you what happens if you use the free salicylic acid, a commercial product that's using free salicylic acid. So you apply, the pH is about 4, and as you go up, it climbs, the pH you see it's climbing up, and after 250 minutes, it's coming to about 4.5. Ideal pH, skin-friendly pH, is anywhere between 0.5 to 5.5. This is the range between 4.5 to 5.5. Now, when you look at SalSphere Even Skin, the blue line, you see it starts pretty high. So the product itself has a pH of about 5.4, and it's come to the skin. When come in contact with the skin, you see the salicylic acid released and the pH comes down, but it doesn't come down only to about 5. here a little bit less, 4.8, and then it comes back. This is to compare to the bare skin. The bare skin without any treatment, you see the skin is about 5.3. So this is the average that we found among our panelists. What does it mean? It means that encapsulated salicylic acid in even skin, first of all, start with a higher pH. It doesn't irritate the skin upon contact. Then the slow release of salicylic acid is modulating the skin pH, and the skin pH never gets to a level that can irritate it. Now, the second test is how do we measure exfoliation? And this is a creative way to measure exfoliation. It's not a standard way. I'm very pleased to talk about this. And I briefly tell you what we do. Actually, we measure it with the skin Q2 Skin Q2 is a measure of color. What color has to do with exfoliating? So this is the method that we use. We take pig skin. This is our basic stuff. And we stain it with an ink. This is an oil-based ink. We stain it with an ink. Then we apply the product. Let's say it's a lotion. Okay, we apply, or it's a wash, whatever it is. We apply the product. Okay, then if it's a rinse, then we rinse it off, simulating what we would do on the skin. So you see already that the color have changed after rinsing. So I can see the difference, and the color change becomes a measure to the extent of exfoliation. We found this method more systemic. We get more systematic results when we use it compared to any other methods that we tried. And then we measure it. And we can get a reading, and the reading is, we get some consistency results. So we believe that this is a good method to determine exfoliation. And here how you can see 3 different pieces of skin that treated in this, and you can evaluate 1, 2, or 3. Which one has higher intensity of red? Which one has the lower intensity of red? Look at the picture and you tell me which one is a better exfoliate. The lower the intensity means better exfoliation. Number 3 is just water. No soap was added, okay? Just water, okay? Now I'll tell you, number 2 is the market product that we tested and compared to. So you already see that maybe the market product is even higher intensity than with the water. And number 3 is SalSphere Even Skin. This has the lowest color intensity. So we get panelists to judge the color on a scale of 1 to 5. And we also use the machinery to determine the color intensity. This is now the data with the machine. So you see here, from a rinse off, this is the exfoliation, percent of color removed. Here is SalSphere Even Skin, and this is free salicylic acid. So let's start with free salicylic acid. It's removed about 12%. And you see that with SalSphere Even Skin, the color reduction was over 20%. So I could say roughly the SalSphere Even Skin is able to increase by a factor of 2 the degree of skin exfoliation. And this is coming up with other technologies that we tested it with. Here is data on lotion for leave-in. And what you see here is the exfoliation, percent exfoliation from the lotion. And this is with free salicylic acid. Percent was about 60%. And with SalSphere it was about 73%. And these 2 groups are significantly different based on the standard deviation. So this all pieces of information indicating to us that SalSphere Even Skin is a good technology to exfoliate the skin, better definitely than the free salicylic acid as it was expressed in a commercial product.